Hello, Peter Brissett here, digital marketing dude, and I'm putting together a series of videos on what I call the trust formula. And this trust formula can really work for a local business, and it can work for almost any type of business. And it really works whether it's a business that's a mix of online, digital, or if it's offline, and parts of your business are offline as well. And that's really typical for most businesses. There's some mix. There's the online and offline and how you mix those together. So I want to talk about the 3 R's of the trust formula. And I'm going to share my screen with you here in a second. We're going to start to break these down over the next series of videos. The one thing I want to talk to you about first is kind of a key principle that's a basic foundation that we have to remember and make sure that we're understanding where it fits in the mix. And that has to do with what you own and what you rent. And this is really specific to your digital assets, your digital properties. What do you own and what do you rent? So let me see if I can explain. For your website, you own that. Now, you might have it hosted on another company, but that's your website. You own it. You control the content. You control the information that is there. You own that. That's your property. Your Facebook page, your business Facebook page, do you own that? Technically, no. Technically, Facebook owns it. They're letting you rent it, okay? They're letting you use that Facebook page and be on their platform to do marketing of your business. At any point in time, Facebook could take away that access. They could shut you down and not allow you to market anymore on their platform. So that's a couple of basic examples. The other thing that you own that so many businesses that I talk to, and I consult with dozens of businesses every few months, and I find it as a common thread. They don't own and don't have a really good email list. Excuse me. I'm leaving that in. They don't own their email list, and they don't have real control of their contacts, their customers, their past clients, their database. That is one of the key, most important assets that you do own, that you have control of, and you have to keep it in a really good system that's easy to use, easy to track your contacts, and easy to create follow-up systems that you can stay in touch with them. So the 2 main properties that you own are your website and your email list. Remember that as key principles of this overall of the 3 R's of the trust formula. Now I'm going to share my screen with you, and we're going to dig into the first R of the trust formula. Again, we're going to keep this out here as this reminder of our owned versus rented properties. And that's really your website and your email list. That's what you own. The things that you rent are, your social media profiles, Facebook, LinkedIn, and maybe some other, various marketing tools. I am just going to put that right there. So that's part of our setup here. Now, the first R that we're going to talk about is reviews. Actually, let me go in here. So there's a few key aspects for reviews that we'll talk in this video, and the next videos coming up, we'll get into the other R's. So when it comes to reviews, A couple of things to remember. These are super important. People trust more about what others say about you than what you say about yourself. So this is really critical to build trust quickly with someone who doesn't even know who you are, maybe has never heard of you, maybe wasn't a referral. They're just coldly looking at who you are. Your online reviews and what people say about you is super critically important. So how do you get more reviews? How do you get better reviews? The first thing you have to do is make it easy for them. You must have some basic system that makes it easy for people to leave you a review. Uh, that's something that we offer, as a tool and a service. So regardless if you use our tool, someone else's tool, or you just come up with a way to make that easy for them, you have to make it easy. The reason for that is that when there's a negative thing that happens, I'm really highly motivated. Like, I can't wait to go and say something about you negatively. Like, I'm very highly motivated. When I'm really happy with the service that I got, I might be really happy with it, but I'm not necessarily as motivated to go express that somewhere in a review online or send you an email, a testimonial. Now, it can happen, but it's just not as strong a motivation. So that's why you got to make it easy. And then you got to do step 2, which is you must ask for them. You have to ask for reviews. You just do, because there is such a pent up reviews sitting there just waiting to be given. If it was easy and someone asked them, they would do it. So that's why you need to do those 2 things. And then finally, I'm not going to share it on this video, but there are 6 key questions for amazing testimonials. It's from a guy named Sean DeSouza that came up with this, guy out of New Zealand who's brilliant. And we've used this for creating some of our key testimonials. So if you sell a very high dollar service or product, if you really need to build a high level of trust and really connect to your audience on a much stronger level, then you need to take the next step and do the 6 key questions for amazing testimonials. A couple of key principles with that is that you need to schedule time with that person to sit down with them and go, here's the questions. Please go through these and answer these, and either give them a way to type it up or write it up right there. It could be a phone interview or a Zoom web meeting, something like that. But you want to have that individual actually set some time aside and make an appointment with them, because this is really going to be critical to the kind of testimonials that you can have, that you can share on your primary properties, your website, or via email, or even on the rented properties that you have out there. So that's the 6 questions. If you want the 6 questions, please message me on this post or on Facebook or wherever you see this, and let me know, and we'll shoot you an email with that. In fact, you can just email me if you want, peter@dmdude.com. That's peter@dmdude.com. Just put subject line 6 questions for amazing testimonials, and I'll send that back to you so that you have that. So that's number 1 of the 3 R's of the trust formula. And we'll be working on R number 2 and R number 3 here in the coming weeks, so that you can review those and get some help for your marketing for your business. So thanks for joining me on this video. I hope you got a lot out of it. And if you have thoughts, questions, comments, please leave those below. Please like the video, share the video, and let others know about it as well. Thank you, and have an awesome